Welcome everyone to Caffeinate and Advocate, the show where we sip coffee and talk about all things mental health. Today I'm drinking my favorite, a Sheetz Caramel Vanilla Frozen Latte, and I'm joined by Candi Myers, a certified peer specialist with PeerStar, who is also the CSP ambassador for Clearfield and Jefferson County.
Yes, both counties.
And we are at the Riverwalk in Clearfield, Pennsylvania. So Candi, I just said you were the CSP ambassador. Can you tell anyone who's not familiar with that, what is CSP and what is a CSP ambassador?
So I run the community support program for Clearfield and Jefferson counties. I'm embedded in a county office, and what I do there is I connect people in mental health recovery to the community so they can make ties so they can continue to grow.
Talk about advocacy. So, I mean,
Right.
You are advocating pretty much your entire work time.
Yep,
Whether
the
through-
whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so you just told me that you recently won an award. Tell us more about this award you won.
Okay, so I did win an award. Skills awarded me with Mental Health Advocate of the Year, which is amazing.
That's a big deal.
It is a big deal. It meant so much to me.
And I mean, that is what this entire Caffeinate and Advocate is about, is going out and helping break stigma and helping to educate people that mental health is normal. Many people, we're gonna talk about substance use a little bit today. A lot of people struggle with substance use or know somebody who does. So your role as a CSP ambassador, as award-winning advocate, Candi Myers, we're gonna take that experience and see what you can share today. So we'll just jump right into it.
Okay.
When I spoke to you, earlier, I asked what you are really passionate about advocating for, and you said substance use and substance use disorder.
Yes.
So when you talk to the general public, when you talk to friends and family, what are the things that you always try to make sure they know about substance use and substance use disorder?
I really feel like mental health is the root of the problem and the symptom is substance abuse. So for me, I guess if I were want to tell somebody something that would help them on their path to recovery, it would be to get your mental health checked, to make sure your mental health is where it needs to be and that you're making ties with your community so you can grow.
I love that, making ties with your community with COVID, and I think even some cultural shifts that I feel like as humans we're kind of sticking to ourselves a little bit more than we used to. Are there like community connections that you really like to tell people about or that you have found really helpful?
Yes, actually. So one of the biggest connections I have to the community is my community support program. What we do is we have meetings where we do mental health recovery activities. We had CSP Day back in May and we had over 75 individuals there, which is amazing. We planned for 50, had 75, and that doesn't usually happen. And that is where the most important ties are made because they're not seeing the regular people they all see. All the drop-ins and all the psych rehabs come together and they all get to meet each other and make new connections. And it's amazing.
I love that you said drop-in center and the psych rehabs, because I think if you work in this field, you know that those things exist. Yeah. But if you don't work in this field, you might not know all of the opportunities that you have in the community to connect to other people who are maybe going through a similar experience as you.
Right.
So a drop-in center, if anyone doesn't know, that is, kind of a community center that really involves individuals who have experienced mental health struggles or are navigating recovery. They can go to that drop-in center. Psych rehab is a service. It's a outpatient treatment that you can go to, along with individual therapy and support groups.
And psych rehab is so nice because they teach independent living skills. So some of these individuals have lived their whole life and not learned anything because everybody did everything for them.
When you are advocating for mental health or substance use, what have you found is the most common kind of misconception of either of those?
Well, there's a lot of stigma that surrounds them, but the most common misconception I think that people have is that people with mental health are dangerous. or people with substance abuse are dangerous. Most of the time, though, the substance abuse is a symptom, like I had said before. But you know, it's amazing to me how much people fear people in mental health. I mean, if we could help them get to a better place, why not do that?
Anyone who watches this probably, I always say, as humans,
Yeah.
because that's what I've studied. I have studied human behavior, and I have studied how we work as people. And I think, you know, we know that people fear what they don't know. They fear what they don't understand. So, you know, if we're out here sipping coffee and trying to save the world from all of its troubles, but what you can do is you can educate yourself. You can go online and get reputable resources and learn about mental health and learn about substance use. Connect to your community and the resources that are out there so that you do have the understanding. So you aren't afraid when a family member or a friend or even yourself is struggling. Instead, you can reach out and connect and reach out and support.
One of the biggest things that we're working really hard towards is to get people who aren't in mental health recovery, people who don't have those issues, to our community support events, because we feel like it would help so much to connect those people to our individuals so they can see that things are okay. So
The more people you can reach, the better, because although, you know, statistics tell us that 1 in 5 individuals experiences a serious mental health struggle or substance use, we know that those numbers are probably more.
Oh yeah.
That's just how many are willing to talk about it. So this is the time. Oh, that was perfect timing, because I was just going to say this is the time where I like to pull out my coffee can questions. The wind just knew better and already took the lid off for us.
So that was good.
Yeah, so Candi, I like to just kind of mix it up a little bit, and we're gonna pull out a random question. It could be mental health related, it may not be, and we'll both take a chance, take a turn answering it.
Okay.
So, this is a tough one. If you could have any superpower, what would it be? My dream superpower would be that I could give a hug that heals everyone's broken parts.
That's amazing.
I think that would be amazing, to know that your hug could heal whatever anyone's going through.
That is an amazing superpower. So I would say my superpower would be, I would want to be able to connect with any individual and know how to help them. Like, that would be an amazing superpower for me to have, because there are times where I do have trouble connecting with some of my individuals and I don't feel as close to them as I do the others, and I wish I had the same relationship with everyone, you know? So I guess that would be my superpower.
So Candi, I appreciate you joining us. Your energy and your passion for advocacy is apparent in just meeting you. You're a breath of fresh air. So before we end, is there anything you would want to leave someone watching with, if they're struggling with substance use, if they're struggling with mental health, what tip or guidance or hope would you give them before we sign off today?
That life doesn't always happen the way you want it to on the first shot. Keep trying, keep pushing every day, no matter what, because every day is a new day and you get a chance to be a different person every day. So that's what I would say. Be you and try your hardest, and you'll get to where you want to be. Just do the work.
Just do the work.
Just do the work.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, Candi, again, it's a pleasure. Anyone checking in today, thank you for joining us. Till next time, we'll continue to caffeinate and advocate.